Hey Aquarius, Happy New Year, Happy January. I am super excited to read for you, yay. Gotta catch up, right? It's been a little while. Thank you for coming back. Okay, let's dive right in. I can feel that Spirit's got a lot to say to you. So let's see, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know in January 2019? Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. For their highest good, Spirit. What are the characters, influences, situations? What are their gifts? What are their opportunities? Spirit. To have the most fulfilling, creative, loving, joyful month possible. Always remembering that, you know, the way we kick off the year has a lot to do with the way we treat the rest of it. And they haven't been saying that for everybody, they're saying that for you. So setting the tone, right? Yep, they definitely have a lot to say to you. I never stop shuffling until they basically tell me, even though I'm like, okay, I'm doing Celtic, I need 10 cards. You got 13. Lucky 13, Aquarius, that got stuff to say to you. Wow. Okay, sorry. I don't know where he's going to end up in your spread, but this guy just flicked to the top of your deck. There's you, Aquarius, King of Air. And you can be a female king or a male queen. It's a lot more about personality type than gender when it comes to the tarot. Okay. Woof! All right, they're ready to go. All right. Aquarius, in January 2019. Where you at, Aquarius? Where you at and where you going? Ooh, I love it! I say where you at and where you going, and then beautiful card pops up in your future. Okay. So what do we need to know about this, Spirit? Wow. Okay. Okay. Aquarius, things are happening fast for you in January. That's the first thing I'm getting, is like there's a ton of activity and a ton of action. And I'm telling you there's going to be a ton of action, like, and it's coming with speed. And what do I mean? For some of you, that's like you're balancing multiple projects, studying for multiple subjects, doing multiple creative or business, like, you know, handling multiple clients or handling multiple, like, maybe you have your job and then you have your side hustle and then you have this. Like, it's a lot of stuff, okay? And you're a multi-talented, multi-passionate sign. It makes sense to me that you're feeling fiery. But now here's the thing. It looks awesome. It really does. Ace of Wands, the Sun, like, you're the king. But I can see that there is something about this that is kind of unsustainable with the Tower sitting in the position of where you find yourself. Are you doing things sustainably, Aquarius? Are you making sure that you, like, get enough sleep, eat right, take time for yourself? You know what I mean? It feels a little like some of you might be running yourself a bit ragged. And look, here's the thing. I have to say that it looks really promising. I would just advise you to really focus, really zoom in, okay? So sitting across the Eight of Wands in your reading right at the center is this Seven of Pentacles. The farmer basically observing the harvest and thinking to himself, okay, was all of my hard work worth it? Is the yield that I have here the yield I was looking for? And without judgment, Aquarius, saying, okay, if it's not, then, like we said earlier, right, setting the tone for the year, what do I need to plant? What was it that I wanted last year that didn't come to fruition? And again, no judgment, and not to mire yourself in like what didn't happen, but to say, look, you're in a prime position right now, like a prime position to create the kind of life and the kind of experiences that you want. Some of you do something that is like, okay, so I'm getting different things. Some of you debut something in January. Some of you pass some kind of exam or certification in January. There's a milestone that you need to hit to know that, like, you're on the right path. A lot of you are going to be hitting that in January, and it's going to come as a welcome relief because some of you are like, oh my God. Like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, like, yeah, I'll keep fighting, and that's what they're telling you about you, Aquarius, is it's not really a question of like, I'm done, I'm throwing up my hands. It's like, yeah, I'll keep going, but could you tell me that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, please? And I'm happy to report, sitting in the position of what's coming up, what's in your future, the Sun. Talk about a light at the end of the tunnel. This is a big light. The spotlight. Coming into your own. is what Spirit just said. That's the phrase they just used, coming into your own. What does that say to me? Aquarius, that says to me that some of you have gifts and talents that you are maybe just barely beginning to tap into, or you're finally ready to tap in. Maybe taking a look at your harvest and going, you know what, like this and this and this worked out really well, but this over here, like I'm completely lacking, or whatever. I feel like you want to go, and this is what they're saying, okay? Rather than be on the defensive, I think you should go on the offensive. And I don't mean, you know, run around yelling in people's faces. I mean, what is it that you want? You know, you're a fixed sign, Aquarius, and you're brilliant in so many ways, but sometimes you can get so, like, you dig in your heels. You know what I mean? You're a progressive sign. That's the interesting thing about you. You're progressive. You're an air sign. There seems to be all kinds of like possibility, and there is, for like expansion and change. But sometimes you have to get shaken out of where you are for you to be like, oh, fine. Like, okay, I'll change something. Because you know you're smart. But sometimes, I love this, okay, Spirit, like I said, you know you're smart, and Spirit right then said, but sometimes you outsmart yourself. And that might really resonate for a few of you, like, fucking LOL, yes, I do. Some of you also have people that you could be leaning on a little bit more. Somebody who cares about you, Two of Cups, this King of Pentacles to your King of Swords, so what do I feel about that? I feel that this, I like that you're both on the same level. I like that it's a king and a king. The King of Pentacles is somebody who really has their shit together, who really has their financial and their practical shit together. The King of Swords is the king of the mind, which you are. It's like, I know a lot of things. I could talk to anybody about almost anything and be, you know, like a high-level conversationalist. Like, I get these high-level topics, right? And the King of Pentacles, his mastery is over the practical and the financial and the resource. This person can help you focus. For some of you, this is your significant other. For some of you, it's some other kind of partner, okay? Because I am feeling strongly that for some of you, like spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. But others of you, this is just somebody, maybe it's even for some of you like a business partner. Like, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas and this person's kind of like the backer, or the one who takes care of the nuts and bolts while I run out and do like the talking or the sales or whatever. So these are general readings, of course, Aquarius. So just feel into that and what resonates with you. It feels like there's a dynamic between you and the King of Pentacles, and looks pretty good to me. Looks like it's like that this person is like a nice foil for you. And the King of Pentacles is the kind of person you want around when you're making these kinds of decisions about what do I go for? What do I go after? Look at the 3 sevens, which, you know, lucky 7, right, Aquarius? It's a good thing. But having 3 sevens in your reading definitely does say, like, you're juggling multiple things, and it benefits you to zoom in and be like, okay, if I can't, you know, pour all of my energy into all 7 of these cups, let me pick 3 and get those cups damn well filled, and then I'll move on to the next thing. And that's something the King of Pentacles is like, hey, like, why are you getting up? You just sat down to do the accounting. Why are you getting up and running into the other room to, like, clean out your sock drawer? Come here, sit down, a little bit ADD, Aquarius. Like, it's one of your gifts. We're all armed with these incredible gifts, right? And they have, like, there's the fun end of the spectrum, and there's the, like, damn it. And let me say it like this. If you're a little bit, like, ADD, and, like, I just have so many ideas and so many things I want to do that I'm just kind of all over the place, the King of Pentacles, their end of it they can be a little stodgy and a little too conservative and traditional and play it safe. So you guys make a really nice pair. And it feels to me like things are going to get bigger and brighter. The future and the key to your reading, respectively. These are both about spirit, passion, and really honestly being creative, being willing to put yourself in the spotlight. some of you are experiencing a shakeup that freaks you out, like a change in location is what I'm feeling for a lot of you. Like, oh, I can't stay here anymore. Maybe either you have to go somewhere for work, or something happens around the home where you have to temporarily leave. Feels to me like there's a shakeup, and they want you to lean on your King of Pentacles, and they want you to lean on your gifts. Lean into what you're doing. Lean into what you're really good at and what makes you really happy. Here's the other thing I'm getting, Aquarius. Look, don't take this personally, Aquarius, because again, these are general readings and this doesn't apply to everybody, but whatever Spirit says, like my beautiful cat is trying to fuck up your cards. Whatever Spirit says, like, I feel like I need to pass along, ethically speaking, even if it sounds a little whatever. So please don't be offended if this is not you, but this is going out to certain Aquarians who are watching this, because Spirit said loud and clear, please don't do anything shady, because it's looking like you will get caught. It's looking like there will be like a fight or a like result from that. So if any of you have been thinking like, oh, let me just see if I can get away with this or that, even if it's like a small thing, I would very much weigh out risk versus reward. Is the risk worth the reward, or is the risk like, wait, why would I ever do this? If the risk is I'm going to lose my job and the reward is like, ooh, I could steal $100. I'm not saying you would do this. I'm just saying like it's that kind of thing where it's like, what? Why would I do that? Like, choose carefully. Risk, reward. Risk, reward. When it comes to anything that you want to do this month, think in those terms, okay, Aquarius? Now, I don't want that to worry you, because things actually look really beautiful. That's just a message for like a little section of you that really need to hear it, okay? The dominating element in your reading here is fire, wands, and don't stop believing, Aquarius. I know. Spirit just started playing like Journey in my head. So if any of you are maybe feeling like, man, so you're telling me I gotta fight more? You're telling me like, you're telling me to like think about what I'm doing and maybe change some of my habits, and just this sounds like a lot of work, and it's work, Aquarius, but it's worthwhile work, and it's work that's going to end up making you feel freer and happier and more like yourself, honestly. So it's kind of like time to take inventory, time to do a little life review. What is working for me? What's not working for me? What habits am I loving? What habits are actually like pulling the rug out from under me and fucking me over? If I'm staying up 2 hours past my like would-be bedtime every night, like to have fun or whatever, but every morning I wake up hating life and dragging through the day and just praying to get home, only to like flop down on the couch. Look, again, no judgment. I love flopping on a couch. I love all that stuff. But if it's not making you happy, rethink it. Like, just, I'm saying be willing to shake out of old ways of thinking, because like that's what they're kind of setting you up for. The Tower can be scary because it's getting shaken out of our comfort zone. It's things falling down without our permission or changing without our permission. But it is also, okay, the truth is revealed. No more denial. Here's the real situation, which is a good thing. We can't, you know, you could put some beautiful makeup over a big fat fucking tumor in your arm, or you could go get cut open and have it removed and have a chance to go on with a happy, healthy life. You feel me? Don't be putting makeup on things like that, Aquarius. Like, if anything, wash it all off and see what's really there, and see if you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, okay? When it comes to everything. You really, like, drill down on your goal. What does this look like for you? What is feeling like the world is throwing you a parade? If the world were to throw you a parade and applaud you, Aquarius, what would they be applauding you for? Like, just take this moment, this 5 seconds. What are you getting applauded for? When you close your eyes and you hear people saying, oh my God, this is amazing, or that was wonderful, and they're clapping for you, what did you do? Did you speak? Did you work? Did you perform? Did you write? What is it? Bring your gift to the table. It's not even just for you, Aquarius. When you light the way, You're the progressive. You show us what the future looks like. And what they're telling me now is like some of you are going, like when I say they're showing, you show people what the future looks like. Part of what you're going to be showing people, and I know this is a January 2019 reading, but they're talking about like the year ahead, okay? You can show people how to do it differently. And for some of you, that means something like being an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, or just making your gifts work for you. Like, I didn't have to do it the conventional way. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's your road, King of Pentacles. My road is over here in the ADD, I'm amazing and talented, King of Swords kind of area. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good and it's coming in fast. And you want to be ready for it, Aquarius. You want to be ready to take on the gifts and the inspiration that is coming to you and actually work it and do something with it. So just be careful not to dissipate your energy across many things. That's the temptation here, is just to be like, oh, there's so much happening. How could I possibly make leeway on any one thing? Maybe we need to set up a schedule. For these, you know, this hour every day I do this. For this hour every day I do this. If what I want is to end up with this at the end of 6 months, then here's how I'm going to get there. Here's how I'm going to build the steps. Saying that, Spirit immediately wants to jump into your Fiercely Focused spread. And for those of you Aquarians who haven't been here before, this is just a quick 5-card spread I do to basically cap off the reading, drill down a little bit, and get a theme for your month, plus some action steps when it comes to basically the 4 elements: body, mind, heart, soul, money and finances, work, love, creativity, etc. So, Spirit, what is the theme? What is the energy you want Aquarius to be aware of or work with in January? What I say, drill down, drill down. Some of you really are like that tower moment of getting like moved to a new location, or temporarily like you have to adjust the way you do things. There's a little bit of time spent alone, time to reflect. The Hermit's not about being strictly solitary, but it is about self-focus, and so is the Sun. The Sun is, you know, in astrology, it's our personality. It's like the, you know, the big bright light of like who we are. The theme of your reading big time is like, you are so powerful. You have all of the brain power and the creativity to do and to have what you want. But first we got to figure out what you want. Deep reflection, self-inventory, life review. These are all the things. It's appropriate, right? Like January, new year, new me, all that stuff. Like, well, it doesn't have to be a totally new you, but you can change things about yourself if you recognize, like, this isn't serving me. You know what? When I think about it, all of the XYZ I did last year only amounted to ABC, and I don't want that outcome. I want this other outcome. The Hermit is a wonderfully calm, patient energy, too. So be patient and calm and kind with yourself, and maybe just do a little journaling. Like, what am I loving about my life right now, and what am I not loving? And just get open, get curious. See what answers come up, okay? You can find the answers you want for sure. With the Hermit popping up, it makes me really confident that you can find this focus and figure out what it is you want to be working on and hit that milestone in January. And speaking of milestones and work, let's look at money, resources, energy, finances. Beautiful. So you had the King of Pentacles. Now you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like Spirit is really covering your bases, saying you guys have a couple of people around you who can really help ground you. Again, you're the air sign. You are of the mind and like way up here, which is wonderful. It's like big vision, big picture, big ideas. And then the Queens and Kings of Pentacles of the world can be like, okay, and how are we going to make that happen? Like, okay, you're already up on the moon. How do we build a launching platform and then a rocket to get to the moon? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that person can help you get to the moon. How about that? Lean on your Queen of Pentacles friend. This is somebody who is generous, who is practical, who is dependable, who has a very calm energy about them. They may be an earth sign, as a matter of fact, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is somebody who is very calm, very grounded, and she loves actually to see people do well and to help them cultivate their gifts. It gives her a sense of satisfaction to see other people take like their skills or their ideas and make them into something tangible, something that pays off in whatever way. Yes, the Queen and Kings of Pentacles, they love money and they love to make money and to see people make money. This person can help you. Lean on this person. Is this a sister? Is this a friend? Again, remember, it can be a male Queen of Pentacles, but I feel now that they've given you the King and the Queen, it's like you've got from male to female and everybody in between. Every way, any way you want to identify, you've got people around you who can help you turn the magical into the practical, or put the practical into the magical. Okay. Wow. Excuse me. Wow, 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 wow. Doubling down. Here you are again, Aquarius. The monarch, get it? Butterflies, monarch, it's play on words because you're a wordsmith, okay? King of words, King of swords. Get your point across. What's the point, Aquarius? I love it, I'm so sorry. I know that's super punny, but that's what they're saying. What's the point? All of the things that you do every day, what's the point? And is it like getting you to a point that you like? Get clear. Some of you are writers and speakers, and some of you are just coming to or at the top of a certain field. Gosh, between the King of Swords and the Hermit and then the Queen of Pentacles, you've really got what it takes to enact something important, something that really pleases you. January 29, sorry, I just mean like 2019 in general can look very different than 2018 if you want it to. Okay, wow, another double down. You've got 2 pages of wands. Okay, so these are, for some of you, this is going to be somebody that's younger than you. This could be your child. This could be a younger sibling. This is somebody who you love their charm and their impetuousness, and there's something very like childlike and exuberant about them. Maybe this person is even encouraging you in your gift, and Spirit how can I say this? Like Spirit wants you to answer the call. So for some of you, if that's like a son or a daughter or a niece or nephew that's like, Mom, Dad, or like Auntie, like da-da-da-da-da, this, like, let this person cheer you on. And also, here's the other thing I'm getting with this Aquarius, is for those of you who are starting something new or thinking about starting something new, have that kind of youthful exuberance. Whenever we encounter a court card in the tarot, it's also because, you know, yes, they represent a real person, but they also represent something that is being evoked from us, being brought out in us. So same way your King and Queen of Pentacles can help you bring out that earthy, practical, okay, what do I really want and how do I get it side of you, the Page of Wands can help you bring in some more of that exuberance, excitement, like bring the fun into what you're doing, okay? And be like, this is so fun, this is an adventure, this is so exciting. Not knowing what's going to happen is not like a liability, it's part of the adventure. So like lean on this person when you're like getting real into your fixed Aquarian air self of like, okay, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do that, and you want to like kind of like get stuck, lean on this person to help you like open up and loosen up and have a little more fun with it. Answer the call is the other thing that Spirit is saying, and the Hermit plus the Page of Wands is really like answer the call. A lot of you are going to feel a calling or get a call from somebody, literally like a message. Keep your ears open, Aquarius. And finally, let's look at love. Let's look at relationships, whether Spirit wants to highlight family or romance or friends or a certain feeling. Okay. all people around you in this month's reading, Aquarius. Wow. So another person in your life that can help you stay open. The Knight of Cups is a sweet, romantic, open-hearted, very kind of like vulnerable and innocent kind of figure. For some of you, this is a love declaration. For others of you, you might be delivering a declaration like that yourself. Yeah, there's a real sweetheart around you, Aquarius. When I tell you that there's a sweetheart around you, who do you think of? Like, listen to your intuition. Who's your Knight of Cups? Who's the person that maybe in those rare, for you, Aquarius, very rare moments where you actually like talk about your feelings and go deep, this is the kind of person that you actually feel like comfortable and safe doing that with. This is somebody who would never like look at you funny or mock you for having like feelings about something or someone. This person's also just bringing a lot of lovely like sweetness and encouragement to you. Like a message of keep going, a message of like, here, you looked thirsty, I brought you this. Like a little bit of succor, a little bit of like replenishment. Let this person be sweet to you, Aquarius. You're doing some great work this month, and thankfully you have lots and lots of allies and helpful people around you to help you make it happen. The Sun. Remember, you're walking into a future with the Sun. So if you're in a present where you feel like the Tower and things are breaking down and transforming, you're shedding a skin, and soon you'll be stepping out big, beautiful, bright, in your the birthright of being your whole self is what the Sun is about. Like, look at me, I'm proud of me. This is just who I am. Doesn't mean I'm perfect, doesn't mean I have no flaws and no problems, but I love myself anyway. Wounds, warts, and all. Okay? Okay. I appreciate you so much, Aquarius, and I hope that this month goes as well for you as I think it can. A little breakdown before the power up, okay? A little shakedown. It's okay. You're an air sign. You can handle it. More than anybody. You can even like sail right up top and be like, oh, I totally get it. I know I have to go through that. All right, let's go and dive back down to earth. Okay, Aquarius, I love you. I thank you for being here. It's awesome as always, and you know, I'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, put them below. Yeah, and I hope you'll join me here on the channel. We're starting weekly episodes talking tarot, astrology. Oh my gosh, I haven't even said this yet, but if you have a question, if you have something going on in your life that you want some advice about, I'm also starting a little advice show with somebody. I'll put the link in the description, but you can email askparallax@gmail.com. You can check the spelling in the description. Would love to hear from you and help you out. All right, long-winded, haha, King of Swords. Appreciate you, Aquarius. I hope you have a wonderful month and that I see you soon. Bye-bye.